This conference will now be recorded.
So let me go for your Anukunda folder.
Regarding predefined models we discussed, sir.
So we were done the predefined models and packages, right?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Now we'll look for the model and user defined model. As a programmer, you can create your own model, and that model how we are going to be using that we can discuss now. Okay. Okay. So let's open Anaconda Navigator. Once we open it, then we are going to be launching the Jupyter Notebook. Okay. So localhost, and so just look at your specific file location, and this is my file location, right? And now, hmm, yes, yeah. Now we are just going to opening the your previous file. So that's my model and packages file. Let's think here, no? So we understood the predefined models and packages and other stuff. Okay. And as of now, we done only predefined model and package. Now I just wanna talk about user defined model. Okay. So user defined model in the sense the model which was not existed, user defined models or else packages. Okay. So let's talk about user defined models and packages now. Seeing how we are opening the how we are importing the predefined model and packages in the same way, we need to go for open the model. For example, sample is my model name. Let me consider here sample is my model name, but this is a sample model which is not existed. If the model is not existed, then you will be getting this kind of model not found error. Okay, you might be getting the model not found error. Are you following my point?
Okay, sir.
The model is not found. So here the sample is one just name. So this is a name which is not existed before it. So we are trying to be importing here. So the model we are not at all found. Okay, so that we are getting the model not found error. Okay, to overcome this one, it's not overcoming actually. Basically, this sample model is not there, so that we are getting this error. Okay, so if you want to be use this service, if you want to use the sample model, so make sure that the sample model it must be available in your current working directory. Okay, so now I already told you model means it's a Python file, right? So I would like to go for creating the .txt file, and the txt file I'm changing the format is .py file. Okay, sample.py file. I already told you model is nothing but .py file extension files. We are calling it's a model. Python file we are calling it's a model. So basically, models what it might be contains. So models are it's a collection of functions definitions. function definitions. Okay, so you are just defining the functions, guys. You're not doing anything. Okay, so for example def, and so for example you're creating the one function one. So this is my user defined function, and so it doesn't have any arguments. Let me do this particular task. I am function one. So this is the task which can be printing. So here the if you are calling the function one, then which is printing I am function one. Okay, so here you can mention I don't have any arguments, because of it is not receiving any arguments, right? So that it is also printing I don't have any arguments. So this is one function. So meanwhile we can create the one more function definition. So this is the way you can creating the multiple functions, and we can so for example here this function it might be receiving one argument. Okay, so for example you can mention this information. So I am function 2, I am function 2. Okay, I am function 2 function. Then so here I have only one argument, right? I have only one argument. So by default it's a none, but I want to print that particular thing. Then you just use the no variable name. So here they use my argument name. So this is the way you may creating the multiple function definitions. Okay, this is the way you can creating the multiple function definitions. So for example this is my function 3. So this is the way you can creating the multiple function definitions. There is no limit to create the function definitions in module. Okay, so I would like to go for use the same sample model. So previously we are getting this error after you creating the, so you can say after you created the sample.py file, then try to import it, okay. Now we can try for import sample. So make sure that you can save this one. If you're not saving, it may be a problem again. Okay, so you're saving this one, and I want to list it what are the things are there inside of it. For that one we can use the dir of sample. Okay, so you just print it. See, here we can try to see function 1, function 2, and function 3. Only these 3 you created, and rest of the things are it automatically provided by the Python, because of which is special methods. So automatically if you're creating the model, automatically it can be giving you this kind of functions by default. Okay, so see previously we are getting an error, but after you creating the sample.py file you're not getting any error. Okay, now I want to use the resource of the sample one. Then we can use the sample. I just want to resource of the function one. So if I'm using the sample dot function one, we are getting the I am function one. I don't have any arguments. Actually this is the function you are not defining in this particular file. You are not defining in this particular file. You defining this particular function in another file, and you're accessing into in this particular program. Clear? Hello, are you clear my point or not? So let's try for the 2. So if you're calling the function 2, you're not sending any argument. I have only one argument, but default it's a none. So next time you can provide the one argument. So you can send the, for example, 10. Then in place of none, it was printing the 10. Clear? How it is executing? Because of in sample.py file, you created the function 2. So here whatever the data you're sending, which is holding into this variable, and you're printing that particular data and that particular function. Okay, so from another file you're accessing into here. So this is the way we can do it actually. Okay, now we can rename it. So every time instead of using the sample, we can rename as the SM. Okay, you can use the SM dot, for example, function 2. If you want to use it, for example, you are sending the 100. I just want to be called the function 1. Okay, and this time you're not sending any argument, and you're calling the function 2. This time you're sending the 30. So this is the way you can call these three functions. We can use these three services from this particular sample.py file. Okay, so here the code size was reduced or not. Instead of using this length of code in this particular application, we can indirectly use those particular functions with help of the modules and packages. Okay, clear my point? Hello.
Yes. Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
Okay, now shut. See, as of now, is there any difference other than the creation? The way we are using the free define and the way we are using the user define, is there any difference as of now you found? I think no difference. The way we are using, with help of the import keyword only we are importing, and with help of the ask keyword we are renaming. And I want to use only few services. So from sample, so we are going to importing the function 3, and we are going to be importing the function 2 only. We are not importing the function 1. So this time we can directly use the function 3, and we can directly use the function 2 without any sample name. Okay, so this time we are sending the 100. So you're not getting any error. But unfortunately, if I try to use the function 1, so that could be an error. Because of function 1 you're not imported, so we are getting the name error. To overcome this one, again we can use the star operator. So when we are using the star operator, so if which can be accessing the all the functionalities from the module. So this is the way we can do it actually. Okay, so guys, you can try to create your own model, and we can try to create your own, okay, so own application. I mean, so you can open the another Python module, you can create your own module, and we can use in some other location. Okay, this way we can do it actually. Any questions till now what we have it? Hello.
Clear, sir.
Okay, so now let's see some packages which are semi predefined models and packages. What are those? Let's look out the semi predefined models and packages. So semi predefined models and packages means nothing too much worried about those things. Semi predefined models or packages. Okay, so here, so coming to the semi predefined models and packages, the first thing is that you have to import that particular libraries. So first of all, you just need to open the, okay, your terminal, and so one way we can do this way. Okay, so with help of the pip and install, and whatever the package you want to import it, that package we can import actually, I mean install it. First you should install it. Okay, so once if your installation is done, it can be showing you success. If it is showing the success, then we can use it. So this is one way for installation. First, install the package from internet. From internet. Okay, two ways we can do it. One way is
open the terminal, open the bash or terminal. Okay, then execute the command. Okay, the command is pip install and package name or whatever the module name. Okay, so this is the way we can use it. And the second way is first way is open the bash, then execute the command is pip install package. Second way is directly on Jupyter notebook also we can install it. So the command is this symbol, like this symbol. So make sure that use this symbol pip install, and we can execute this statement package name. So how we will do it now, I will show you. So pip install, for example, numpy. So this is the package I want to be install it. So this is the way we can execute the command on the Jupyter notebook. Then automatically we are going to be installing the numpy. Okay, so once installation is done, then we can use the how we are using the free define and user define, same way we can do it actually. Okay, we are not implementing the numpy yourself. So someone is created and they are implemented and they used the service for you, no numpy. So if you are having issue about numpy, then you can just go on the numpy package, and for recording about numpy package which is there here. Okay, if you click on this one, see this is subversion. Okay, for example, you can see pyp.organization. So numpy 1.23.2. so this is the command we can copy and we can execute on the shell. Okay, so this is the package, so which is there in internet, and from here we are going to be installing. From here itself we are going to be installing. Okay, Python 3.9 site packages. Now once installation is done, if you want to import it, we just import numpy. So I want to creating some array. I want to create the array, then we just use the numpy dot array of some list of elements. So you are going to be creating the one-dimensional array. So I want to print the dimension of it. So a dot ndim, and if you would like to go for find the shape of it, we can find the shape also. So first we are importing the numpy, and we are going to be creating the sorry, this is array, it's not a, it's array dot ndim, and here also shape of it. So you can see, so here we have only one row, so that it's a one dimensional. Okay, meanwhile I want to go for creating the two-dimensional array, that means matrices format. Then we just give you the, so for example 4 comma 5 comma 6, these two lists we are giving into in another list. So in the main list which is having the two sublist, so here we have the row, this is my row 1, this is my row 2. So here I have the two-dimensional data, so which is the two rows and three columns, that is the shape of it. For example, if you want to be go for creating the one more array, okay, this is the one array. Okay, so it may have the, okay, see now we can see this is the three-dimensional. Okay, so this is the way you can able to go for creating the n-dimensional array with help of the numpy. So when you are working with a mathematical or operation in effective way, then we can use the arrays concept. Okay, for example, you are going to be creating the, so we are going to be creating the two arrays. For example, I want to add addition of two arrays. So before that one, we are going to importing the numpy, right? Numpy and a dot or a equal to numpy dot array of. So we have the array is 1 comma 2 comma 3, and we are going to be creating the one array which is numpy dot array of and 4 comma 5 comma 6. So this is my two arrays. So if I do the addition of a plus b, its element wise addition can happening. Okay, a plus b, so it's element wise addition. So 1 plus 4 5, 2 plus 5 7, and 3 plus 9 9, 3 plus 6 it's a 9 actually. So this is the way array multiplication, array addition can be happening. So this is the matrix addition. See, when you want to work with n-dimensional data, then NumPy will help you a lot. Basically, who are working in the data science and machine learning, those guys, NumPy will be a huge package actually, even data analytics guys also. So now, instead of using every time NumPy, you can rename it as the your own name. So for example, NP. Okay. So you just use the NP, and we just use the NP here, right? So we'll be getting the same result or not. For example, I just want to import only array. So from NumPy, I would like to import the only array function. Okay. So this time you just remove the NumPy. You just remove the NumPy. We can use the array function directly. Okay. Or else, maybe the NumPy which is not having the single function, actually it may have a lot many functions. For example, what let me check now. We just go on the print of numpy dot to dir of numpy, so which is listing the all the services. Okay, so we have many things are there. So these are all, the numpy which is giving this many functionalities. We're working with the machine learning guys, they will basically using this all things. So if you want to import only few things, I want to import only few things, then we can use the from package name, and we are using import and followed by the some functionalities, right? Now I would like to go for the, I want to import this all things, whatever you can see in my screen. This all things I want to be used in my program in one shot. I mean, I want to import in one shot. Then we just use the star operator. When I'm using the star operator, so even though we are getting the array function is working, the reason is that this all things we are going to be importing into your program, then we can use it actually. This all functions we can use in our working program. Okay, so this way we will do, this way we can work with, any kind of model. The models can be different. The way we are using the models are, it's pretty important for us, because of we just need to go for work with models, we need to go for work with regular expression, we are going to work in multi-threading, we are going to be working with Spark, Scala, so whatever the, for example, if you want to work with testing, the testing guys, still this particular concepts need to be aware of it. Okay, for example, if you want to work with as a data engineer, so in a data engineer position, so Python has to be work with more functionalities, right? Whatever the concepts as of now we learn it, that's fair enough for us actually. Okay, so this way you are going to be working with use the models and packages in upcoming classes as well. Okay, so this is the basic introduction of the models and packages. The use cases in upcoming classes also, we are going to be working on the models and packages. Okay, for example, if I would like to go for interact with the database, then definitely would you like to go for use these things only. Okay, yep guys, I hope you clear my point, and we'll catch up in the next class. If you have any question, please let me know. I will try to answer you. Buddy, Sai, Joshna, I hope everyone is clear, right? By
Yeah,
yeah.
Kiran.
Yes, sir.